Mack Holland is here with us now. How are you today?
I'm doing beautiful, Toby. I'm just enjoying this afternoon down here in Augusta, Georgia.
Yeah. Now, you've released a new single called Ready for Your Blessing. What is that song about?
Yes, it's called Are You Ready for Your Blessing? It's just
Yeah.
an inspirational song, for people to listen to and keep the faith in everything that they do in life.
Mm.
Uh, I was inspired by just believing in God, and He just blessed me with that song. And it's a very fun, upbeat tune,
Yeah.
something that you can listen to and also dance to.
Yeah. Absolutely. Now, you've done a choir version of it as well. How
Yes.
did you come up with the idea to do that?
Well, my music producer, I work with a Grammy-winning music producer. His name is Kevin Bond,
Mm.
and he loved the song so much that we did about three versions of it. We did basically an instrumental version, we did a choir version, and we also did a version with myself in it, introducing and talking in the song also.
Yeah. Did you write it yourself, the whole song?
Yes, I do. I did. I write all my songs.
Yeah. How long did it take you?
Actually, yes, to write that song, it took me. I woke up with the melody and everything one morning, and I finished it on my job that night. I didn't work
Wow.
on it all through the day, so totally, Toby, it probably took me a total of maybe 2 hours.
Yeah. So that's not too bad in terms of things, is it?
No, mm-mm.
Yeah,
I enjoyed writing it.
absolutely. Do you like to write about these types of things a lot, or are you quite diverse in the topics that you pick?
Various topics. In fact, I am in. I invite all people to listen to my music. I write music about life in general. I've just my Christmas song is called "This Christmas Is for You." I don't know if you had a chance to listen to it, but also it's a very beautiful song. It's about this Christmas and enjoying Christmas with the one you love.
Yeah.
I also have various songs talking about. I got one called um um I ain't got no money, honey, which
Yeah.
talks about the streets. I got one called Love Me Now, talks about expressing love while a person is alive versus not waiting for a person to be deceased to show love. I
Yeah.
have one called Your Love is a Thrill, which is a duet I wrote between a man and a woman. And you enjoy my songs. You can go on any site and listen to them.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, how did you first start to get into creating music in the first place?
Okay, I've always loved music from me. I mean, I used to sing in a group when I was starting about 9 years old.
Yeah.
And as I grew up, especially when I joined the military, we had a lot of downtime. I started writing a lot of poetry.
Yeah.
I wrote so much poetry, and I started sending it to the Library of Congress. And I had people writing me saying they was interested in doing a book on me
Wow.
with my poetry, which I really wasn't interested. Just doing poetry just didn't really turn me on. But
Yeah.
then I started writing a lot of inspiration. And I wrote a song called "I Ain't Got No Money, Honey," and I sent it out to some record companies, and they liked it, but they wanted me to sing it. They
Hmm.
wanted me to put a melody to it. So I started singing, and we recorded "I Ain't Got No Money, Honey."
Yeah.
And from that point on, I've just been recording.
Did you feel nervous about having to sing something when you were used to the writing side?
No, I wasn't really nervous because, like I say, I used to sing when I was young. I
Yeah.
sung in the choir, and I sung at my school. And when we had a group in my neighborhood, I was a singer. I was the lead singer too. So I wasn't nervous. I just hadn't done it.
Yeah.
So when I got with some studio musicians up in Nashville, Tennessee, and it just came natural. It just came natural.
Yeah, absolutely. Was there anyone growing up in your family that inspired you to get into music?
No, 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 not really. Not in my family,
Mm.
Toby. I just love listening to music. Yeah, of course, I grew up in. I was born in '62, so I grew up in an
Mm.
area when people like the Temptations and the Jackson Five and
Yeah.
people like that. So that was inspired. Everybody wanted to be Michael Jackson when I was little. So that inspired a lot of us.
Yeah, Absolutely. Is there anyone else who's inspired
Yeah.
you from other genres over the years, like even artists these days that you enjoy?
Oh yes, I'm really a fan of um Ariana Grande. I
Yeah.
love her music. Yeah, I'm not really into a lot of rap music. I love music with stories to tell, with feeling,
Mm.
So I end up listening to a lot of old school music because, of course, if you listen to the 70s and 80s, the music of those days really told stories and gave you a lot of feeling more so than a lot of these upbeat songs nowadays.
Yeah. So, did you always know that you wanted to make this type of music, or have you experimented with the styles that all the artists you've admired have done?
Yes, I've always wanted to do basically a old school feeling type of music. I want my
Yeah.
music to be something that when you listen to my music, you can say, "Hey, I know what Mack Holland is talking about." You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I feel what he's saying. That's why I invite all people to go on my site and go on any your music site and listen to "I Ain't Got No Money, Honey." Listen to "Love Me Now." Listen, "Your Love Is a Thrill," and "I Once Had You." And of course, like I say, this time of year, listen to "This Christmas Is For You." It's
Yes.
basically a song about a man just telling his lady, hey, Christmas is good for giving gifts and everything, but I really just want to be with you.
Mm.
So you enjoy that. It's called "This Christmas Is For You." And of
Yeah.
course, are you ready for your blessing?
Yeah. When you write a song, do you get into a particular mindset to help yourself, or is it just stuff coming to you?
Yeah, I try to relax. I just try to relax, Toby, and just
Mm.
let let nature give me the words. In fact, just like with "Are You Ready for Your Blessing?" I'm sure. I don't know if you ever talked to a lot of songwriters, but
Mm.
songwriters actually wake up with melodies in
Yeah.
their head and words in their head, and that's how I wrote "Are You Ready for Your Blessing?" That's how I wrote "Your Love Is a Thrill." "Your Love Is a Thrill" is a duet between a man and a woman.
Mm.
I never thought about writing a duet,
Yeah.
and I just woke up one morning and just had a duet in my head. And I got up and I immediately started writing it. It became a real great song. It's been rated real high, and it's called "Your Love Is a Thrill."
Yeah.
But in answer to your question, I just like right now, if I were to sit down and write a song, I would just try to think of some type of topic and just relax and let God's flow come into my head.
Yeah. For sure. Do you have any big positive moments that stand out to you since you've been making music?
Positive moments? Oh
Yeah.
yes. Um, basically one of the most rewarding things is working with this Grammy Award music producer Kevin Bond. He's an
Mm.
awesome person. Dealing with people like yourself, the
Yeah.
promotions and everything is very very rewarding. And just because I tell people I've always been encouraged and asked why I've never really did a lot with my talent in the past. But I say
Yeah.
it's always been just a hobby to me. I get a reward just doing it. It's not all about money. It's not about fame or this and that. It's just rewarding inside my soul.
Yeah.
So with these things like meeting you and meeting Kevin Bond, these are things that I really appreciate and everything. And I'm sure other things will happen in the future as well.
Yeah. Absolutely. That's the best highlights, isn't it? The people you meet along the way.
Exactly. Yes. Exactly.
Do you do anything outside of music to keep you occupied?
Oh yes. Oh yes. I'm in the physical fitness. In fact, I'm a
Mm.
fitness trainer. I'm a run about every day. Every day I've been doing that ever since I was about 21 because I was in the military.
Yeah.
Spending time with my beautiful kids and things of that nature. I'm an expert shooter. I love to shoot weapons. I'm into that. Sports, playing basketball with my friends and things of that nature, and just working around the house and on vehicles. I love working on. The last car I bought was a 2001 Toyota 4Runner
Oh.
and a 1991 Infiniti M30, and I work on both of them, and they run like a charm.
Yeah.
So I keep my vehicles up. I work on vehicles and things of that nature.
Mm. Absolutely. Yeah. Well, where are we able to have a listen to your music if we want to go online and have a listen to it?
Oh yes. Please go. You can go to YouTube. You can go, of course, to some of these tops like Spotify, Tidal.
Yeah,
It's on. It's basically everywhere. Amazon. You know,
yeah,
and just Google my name, Mack Holland, and the songs will come up.
yeah. And are you on any form of social media as well for us to keep up with everything you've got coming out?
Right now, just on basically Facebook. I'm
Yeah,
real popular on Facebook, and I have Instagram and Twitter accounts. But I do a lot of work on Facebook. That's
yeah.
where I do a lot of social gathering on Facebook.
Okay.
So you can follow me on Facebook, Mac Holland. Yes,
And do you have anything else coming out that you'll be keeping us up to date on?
yes. I'm glad you asked me that, Toby. I just left the studio about 3 weeks ago, did my vocals and everything, and we finished up my brand new song called "I Want You Back."
Oh,
I
nice.
want you back, and it will be released in probably about the next month.
Yeah.
And you'll love it. It's about a man who made mistakes with his lady, and he wants to get her back. It's beautiful. You're gonna really love it, Toby. It's called "I Want You Back," and look for it in probably about the next 3 or 4 weeks.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you, Toby. It's been a blessing talking to you, and I will start keeping up with your show.